My hometown is the most beautiful city in southeastern Albania. It lies at the foot of Morava mountain. Korca plain, it was inhabited as early as Neolithic age. If you want to escape the crowded beaches, the intense summer heat, or the winter in big cities, and you are fond of nature, forests, mountains, lakes, or interested in old stories and the special atmosphere, then you would definitely enjoy visiting Korca and the vicinity. Korca, a city with a favorable climate, hospital and hard-working people, illustrious culture and traditions, and an endless array of holidays, is waiting to be explored. Do not hesitate, you will have a fabulous experience in Korca. We are walking through Republika Boulevard. It lies at the heart of the city. Here we can see one of the largest cathedrals in Albania, the Orthodox Cathedral, built in 194. It is highly valued for its size and central location in the city. On both sides of the main boulevard of Korca are located beautiful villas and houses. Facades show a combination of tradition and luxury, because the Korca citizens have realized that the real values of these houses are their characteristic features. At the end of this boulevard you can reach Rinia Park. Here you can find an open gallery park with a sculpture collection. Korca was the first city in Albania to welcome sculptors from around the world to work here every day, relating the city to ancient tradition of outdoor stone working. It is worthwhile to visiting the place of the first kisses for all of those who live in Korca. It is full of life during the summer, when you can find couples and families strolling through the city's main park, Park Urinia. It is the best place in Korca to do athletics under the fresh and clean air. All neighborhoods are situated to the east of Korca, behind the cathedral, at the interaction of the Republic Boulevard and St. George Boulevard. The old part of the city revealed the typical urban planning of the Balkan medieval centers, with narrow winding alleys and low buildings. In these neighborhoods, you expect to hear serenades, which are characteristic lyrical songs accompanied by guitar. Extolling refined feelings, the serenades represent an original way of cherishing love. Serenades thrived in the 30s, however they are still sung in every Korca household or at bars and restaurants where music is performed live. National Medieval Art Museum. The museum was inaugurated in the year 1980. Its rich archives include historical, cultural and artistic exhibits for the medieval period, which concern mainly the Christian Byzantine and later on the Byzantine heritage. The museum's iconographic collection is one of the richest, with 6,500 icons being registered. The icon stone exhibits a collection of precious metal, carved wood, textile and paper point to a variety of invaluable values. This preserved treasure has been protected and studied, and has become one of the most culturally important acts undertaken by those who facilitated its safety and helped create the National Medieval Art Museum. The museum is located in a new beautiful building.
The National Museum of Medieval Art is one of the most important touristic attractions here in our city in Korca. It has been opened in this building for the first time in October the 3rd, and it's very important for each one to come and visit this museum. We have a great collection here with about 6,500 icons from 14th to 19th century, and other 1,500 objects in textile, paper, metal and other kind of materials. We have a permanent exhibition with about 400 icons and are parts of the most important iconographs of Albania, as Onufri, Nicola Onufri, Onufri from Cyprus, Constantine Ieromonk, Constantine Shpetaraku and others.
Archaeological Museum was inaugurated in 1985 and was renovated in 1990. The museum is housed by two characteristic Korca early 19th century dwellings. These dwellings, on account of their architectural values, are declared monuments of culture. The museum is home to around 1,000 exhibits, with their majority being from the Neolithic, Bronze and Iron Ages. Museum of Oriental Art Bratko. This museum was inaugurated in June 2003. With this creation, the dream of George Dimiter Boria, artist, photographer, and Asian art and antique collector from Korca, became a reality. The artworks housed in this museum, around 430, include mainly Chinese altered Japanese woven clothes, Chinese skirts and belts, Indonesian spades, European medals, Japanese painters, and various photos. The Old Bazaar in Korca is an area of ancient historical, cultural, and historical values. Two-storied buildings and narrow alleys characterize this place. Its construction style is noteworthy. For the past few centuries, the Old Bazaar has been a place wherein merchandise brought from Turkey, Greece, Trieste, and Venice was exchanged. It was reputed for its civic inns, with the Elbasan Inns and the Monastery Inn being the most well-known. The market, with around 1,000 shops, reached its peak development towards late 19th century and early 20th century. Wooden bridges used to connect both sides of the Old Bazaar, which were divided by the river. A stone arch bridge with shops leaning upon both sides ensured continuity across the river. The Old Bazaar is totally rebuilt but retains its historical and monumental values. Museum House of Painter Vanjush Mio. This house museum of impressionist painter Vanjush Mio was declared a cultural monument. It contains about 40 oil paintings of landscapes and nature and many drawings that are remarkable for their very special value. Vanjush Mio was a decashing painter and the first Albanian who opened an exhibition in Tirana in 1928 and in 1942 in Bari, Italy. Ilyas Bey Miraorit Mosque. Built in 1484, this mosque is the most ancient monument in the city and stands out for its historical, cultural, religious, and architectural values. It is situated southwest of the Fanoli Boulevard. A number of paintings of the Mecca and Medina are hung on the walls. The minaret was damaged in an earthquake reported in the 18th century but was recently been characteristically rebuilt. The best time for visiting Korca. The four seasons have their own beauty, but the splendid season would be the winter. During the winter, Korca offers a wonderful view of the city under the mantle of snow. Korca would be interesting even during the autumn, where apart from enjoying the beauty of city, you have the opportunity to taste the marvelous fruits of our area. For all those people who prefer the mountainous climate during the hot summer, Korca and its districts will offer you the fresh, open air and the marvelous nature. Other interesting moments are during Easter's, Christmas or carnivals, where you will find a festive atmosphere. Characteristic village. Korca is a very good base for exploring marine tourist points located in the nearby mountains, such as Voskopoja, Darda, Viskući and Boboštica. These villages are well known for offering the possibility to practice many outdoor sports and activities. This area is also famous for the Byzantine church of Viskući and Voskopoja, whose walls were painted by famous medieval Albanian painters. Close to Korca, you can visit Prespa Lake, which is the country's largest national park, Drenova National Park, and the Neolithic tombs of Kamenica. Voskopoja. Until the late 18th century, Voskopoja used to be a very important urban settlement. A distance of around 20 kilometers lies between Voskopoja and Korca. The village forest is one of the most frequently visited areas across Korca. Skiing events are hosted here in winter time. Darda. Situated in the southeast of Korca, Darda lays in a valley among the hills of Saint Peter, a Tomni Rock and some other hills. This village offers an ideal climate, fresh air with high-level oxygen. The snowfalls and the natural slopes are very suitable for development of winter sports, especially skiing. This village is well known for its ancient tradition and characteristic costumes. National Prespa Park. The park is located 45 miles northwest of Korca and occupies an area of 2,100 hectares, including mountains, forests, pasture and water surface. It has a unique flora and fauna. There grow 55 species of plants. Here is found curly pelican, a rare species which grows only in this area and in Karavasta. Prespa Lake waters are numerous and transparent. In the Albanian part of the lake there is also the island of snakes, Maligradi, a picturesque place where are found the ruins of old Basilica, 14th century.